Hello. I've been having some issues with my BRS lately. It started shooting flames out of some spots that I don't think it was supposed to. And I was looking into it, saw an online tutorial, showed you how to take this thing apart. It looks like there's 3 points of failure. One of them is a seal up here in the top. There's also a needle, which you can make sure it's not clogged. And there's this adjustment valve here, which has a couple of O-rings attached to it. What I started with was replacing this seal up here at the top. Got some on Amazon, stuck a new one in there, and I was having the same issue. Already checked the needle to make sure it wasn't clogged. Now, if you suspect that your stove is obstructed, not getting gas to the burner, you can actually separate the top and bottom halves of this stove and check the jet. Just place something into these holes to hold the top and use a crescent wrench on the bottom. And I was moving on to this part here, which is the adjuster valve. The only thing missing is this little piece here. I took that off. One thing you've got to do is there's this little cotter pin. You got to knock that out to be able to take this all the way out. So I just took a needle, hammer, stuck it in my vise over here, and I popped that out. Came out about halfway, and then I pulled it out with pliers. So this thing gets removed. I've already taken off the old seals. I've had this stove for about 4 or 5 years. I think it was high time. I think the seals had degraded to the point where it had started to leak. Anyways, went to Home Depot. I picked up these 1/4 inch by 1/8 inch #1 O-rings, and I'm gonna fit them on here and put it back together and see if it works. So this is what it looks like with the new O-rings installed. It's also recommended that you put a little lube on these O-rings before you screw this back into the body. I used some lithium grease. All right, I've screwed that in, and I tapped that little cotter pin back in place. And again, that's what keeps this thing from coming all the way out. Kind of butts up against that internally. Here we got it, screwed back on. I just tried it out and I'm pretty excited because it looks like it's working again. No leaks. We'll see how those O-rings hold up. And again, you can find the O-ring for the base on Amazon. I picked these up at Home Depot, and that was for the adjustment lever, and these are #1 O-ring. Proceed at your own risk. Who knows if these are the exact correct pieces, but it seems to be working for now. All right, thanks for watching.